Hello and welcome. You're with us here on Business Today. I'm Abha Bakaya. Here are the day's top stories. A very special conversation with Shankar Sharma in our Market Masters segment, telling Business Today TV he continues to believe the Indian markets will keep rising, warns that FOMO could be the biggest enemy of investors. Sensex finally snaps its 11-day winning streak, dragged down by selling in heavyweights like Reliance, HDFC Bank and Infosys. Investors hedge their bets ahead of rate decisions by the US Fed, Bank of England and Bank of Japan, all this week. Huge jump in direct tax collections this fiscal. Revenues up 23.5% to 8.65 lakh crore rupees. Corporate tax collections disappoint, down 10.4% from last year. Another twist to the Adani Hindenburg case. Petitioner alleges conflict of interest in Supreme Court appointed panel, urges the apex court to constitute a fresh committee with experts from the field of finance, law and stock market with impeccable integrity. Global investment guru Ray Dalio calls Prime Minister Narendra Modi the modern-day Deng Xiaoping, says he sees massive reform and development creativity in India, forecasts India to lead 20 countries in growth in the next few years. Foxconn reveals mega plans for India, says it'll double its workforce and investments over the next 12 months. The world's largest contract manufacturer is already supplying made-in-India iPhone 15 on the first day of its launch. Let's begin with our Market Masters series, in which we get you a special conversation with Shankar Sharma. The market veteran reiterates his confidence in the India story, even as markets hit record highs. In conversation with my colleague Sakshi Batra, he says he continues to believe that India is the best market to invest in for the long term, even as he sees general elections as a near-term headwind to the ongoing bull run. Listen in.
We have seen that take place over the last 4-5 odd months with the kind of stupendous rally in several pockets like defense, railways, shipbuilders, PSU banks as well. How would you really look at the run-up we've seen already in these pockets? What would you advise investors who've had the better part of the pie?
College, obviously we were all, young boys chasing all the young girls, and, the operating, you've been through college, you know how it happens, right? The point was this, and that's what I tweeted, that one never got depressed if you missed out on this girl, and she got hitched to somebody else, or she found somebody else better. The operative philosophy is, kya farak padta hai, boss? We are still in the game. We will get the next one. Okay? Just stay in the game. Keep the trying on. Don't give up. Don't get depressed because you missed PSU banks, or you missed the most beautiful girl on the campus. There will be many beautiful, or if you're a girl and looking for a guy, it works both ways. So the same philosophy works in the stock market. If you missed one sector of PSU banks or defense, that's okay. There are many. It's an endless journey of great opportunities. India is a land of opportunities. So, don't get depressed. And that's a good question, because most people are fixated on what they missed rather than what lies ahead.
Yeah. That's very true.
Even in cricket, to give you another example, which is in cricket, if you see great batsmen, if they miss out on a ball which was a full toss and they should have hit it to the boundary or something, they miss out, they don't regret it because they know they will get another similar delivery. The bad ones regret that, and that they are clenching their fist and they are shaking their head. The good ones say, okay, it's okay. I missed out, but it doesn't mean the end of the world. There is another ball coming, and maybe I'll get another, full toss and I'll hit it to the fence. That's the mental model you must have. FOMO is the worst enemy in life. Forget stock markets.
Even at record highs, would you stick to that statement?
100%. I'm extremely bullish on India. And by the way, I've been bullish on India for decades because, I think India has the perfect ingredient for stock market investing. It has a vibrant equity culture. It has a fantastic market structure given, all the improvements, electronic trading, demat, quicker settlements. I mean, so many good things have happened over the last, since my career started in the 80s. I mean, it's unthinkable where we have reached from where we started. And all of that is thanks to the government's policies across various governments, across regulatory regimes. So India has got a vibrant culture, great stock market structure, and 10,000 companies to choose from. It's amazing. I mean, you are spoiled for choice. Literally, it's like a buffet table that never stops giving. So, given that, you have to be an optimist on Indian stock markets, and I am one. All I'm saying is, it doesn't mean that every year and every quarter you're going to make eye-popping returns. That is the nature of equity returns.
How do you manage to create alpha even when the markets are at record highs? I think that is also something that, is a challenge for you also as a fund manager, that every time the markets are at record highs, you would want to beat your previous kind of returns that you have made.
So, yes, that's a challenge for sure. The way, as professional investors, we can overcome the challenges, first of all, take money off the table. 20-25% is a reasonable number if you've doubled your money. That cash you should not get into a big rush to deploy.
Yeah.
In markets, particularly when you're managing your own money, you have no pressure to deploy capital immediately. Unlike when you're managing money for other investors, okay? You cannot sit on cash because investors give you money for investing, not to sit on cash.
Yes.
All right. So the point is this, that if you're managing your own money, it is prudent to take money off the table, and also prudent not to just go rushing looking for something else to buy. It's not wise. Wait, markets will give you opportunities, but they will give opportunities which you can capitalize only if you have cash in the bank. Otherwise, just they will come and pass you by. So don't be in a flaming rush to deploy that 25% profit taken off the table. Wait it out. Market will give you amazing opportunities. Have patience. You are not a professional money manager who has to immediately go back into all the stocks that is there on the second list after the first list in which he exited from.
Watch the full exclusive interview on our social media and YouTube channel, Business Today. Equity markets today snapped that lucky streak, settling lower on Monday on the back of muted global cues, watching out for the US Fed meet later this week. Traders avoided any unwarranted positions during the truncated trading week ahead of the Fed's outcome and also other rate hike cues. Sensex down about 242 points today. Nifty was also down about 59 points, ending at 20,133. Top gainers today, Power Grid, Titan, HDFC Life, M&M and BPCL. On the downside, Hindalco, HDFC Bank, Adani Ports, Dr. Reddy's and Bharti Airtel. Yatra, India's third largest travel services provider, is seeing a dull response to its 775 crore rupee IPO. The issue opened on Friday and has, of course, seen a muted response. Shares are being offered in the price range of 135 to 142 rupees. The issue closes on Wednesday. That's a day after the market holiday tomorrow. Yatra's CFO, Rohan Mittal, earlier today talked to Business Today TV about the response and what the company intends to do with the money.
I wanted to get a clarification. The last time that you had thought about bringing your IPO, that time you had thought about a bigger issue size. So this time around it has been reduced a bit, as also the price band, which is now at 135 to 142 rupees per share. That was also initially planned at a higher stage. If you could clarify why this downtick, and also now with the proceeds, what are you planning?
As far as the size of the issue is concerned, the size of the issue was trimmed to keep in mind the pre-IPO proceeds of 62 crores that came in. So if you look at the total issue size, in 750 crores, we've brought it down to about 602 crores. The intent was to make sure that the pre-IPO proceeds get accounted for, and the balance only reflects the supply, demand, and the market factors that come into play at the time of actual book building. As far as the use of proceeds is concerned, our intent is that a bulk of the proceeds are actually parked for organic growth initiatives. Close to about 150 crores out of the 602 crores that we are raising in primary proceeds Close to about 150 crores are earmarked for acquisition related initiatives. We've successfully acquired companies in the past and consolidated them. So we believe we can create significant shareholder value by continuing on that trend as we move forward.
Top investor Ray Dalio has reiterated his positive outlook on India, saying the country has the highest potential growth rate of the top 20 countries in the world in the next 10 years. Speaking at the All-In Summit 2023 at UCLA, Dalio said that India is where China was in 1984 and compared Prime Minister Modi to Deng Xiaoping, adding that he expects massive reform and development creativity. He added that he expected neutral countries like India to be net beneficiaries of global conflicts like the one between US and China.
And we have 10-year growth rate estimates for India, and all the countries, top 22 countries. And you could see it online if you want, country by country, and the reasons for it. India has the highest potential growth rate. I think India is where China was when I started to go in 1984. So if you look at the complexion, the per capita income, and I think Modi is a Deng Xiaoping, so that you have a massive reform, development, creativity, all those elements. There are, of course, issues, risk issues, but India is very, very important. Now, of course, there's a religious internal issue having to do with the population has 240 million Muslims, and I don't think that any of these issues is going to stop India. Also, in history, the countries that were the neutral countries did the best. So, in other words, better than the winners in wars. So as we have this conflict between the United States and China and its allies, Russia, and so on, as we see that line up, countries that are in the middle, like India, are going to be net beneficiaries of that.
And you can now update your Apple iPhones with iOS 17, the latest operating system. Also available are the latest OS for the iPad and the Apple Watch. The latest Mac OS, Sonoma, will also be available next Tuesday. Here's a look at the top new features that your iPhone will get from today.
Now let's talk about iPhone. Since the very first iPhone,
it's been 6 days since Tim Cook threw the covers of the new iPhone 15.
Remarkably easy to use.
The handset goes to sale on Friday, but what's available from today is the all-new operating system, the 16th upgrade since Apple launched the first iPhone in 2007. So what's new in iOS 17? The big upgrade is interactive widgets. Available across the home screen, lock screen, and the new standby view, the new feature allows you to complete actions without entering an app. This includes marking a reminder as completed, playing or pausing a song or podcast, and controlling accessories in the home app. Personalized phone calls or contact posters is one feature users are really looking forward to. The feature allows you to personalize how your profile appears during interactions with other iPhone users. With contact posters, you can add a picture and set unique typography, font colors, and various other elements to make your contact poster uniquely yours. For FaceTime audio and video calls, Apple has introduced voicemail support for the first time. This means that when you call someone, you can leave a message. Similarly, when someone calls you, they can also leave their own voicemail. FaceTime in iOS 17 also comes with 3D reactions, including hearts, balloons, fireworks, laser beams, and rain. These effects can be activated by certain gestures and are also compatible with third-party apps. iOS 17 also brings big enhancements to AirDrop, specifically the new Name Drop feature, which simplifies sharing contact details with other iPhone or Apple Watch users. You simply bring two devices close to each other. Additionally, SharePlay allows you to exchange videos, music and games by holding two iPhones near to each other. Later in the year, AirDrop will introduce the ability to start transferring large files between two closely located phones, with the completion of the transfer happening via iCloud. The music app has been revamped with support for collaborative playlist and crossfade. In CarPlay, the music app now includes SharePlay support to let anyone in your car have a say in what's currently playing. iOS 17 also comes with a major revamp in autocorrect, which Apple says will finally let you say what you want to say. Powered by machine learning, the new autocorrect system learns from the way you type. There is a big upgrade to the messaging app as well, with the interface being overhauled with easy access to things like the camera, the Photos app, location sharing and GIFs. Stickers have also been revamped, with Apple turning all emoji into stickers and allowing you to create your own stickers using your own photos. Stickers can be used in messages as tapbacks and much more. The Messages app includes upgraded search functionality with support for search filters, and it's easier to reply to a specific message by swiping right on it instead of long pressing. There are other features like the all-new Journal app, a check-in feature, the much-awaited support for offline maps, and a screen distance feature to ensure kids are not holding the iPhone too close to their faces. Siri can now be activated by simply saying Siri instead of Hey Siri.
Unfortunately, not all iPhones will be getting the iOS 17 update. Only devices that have the A12 Bionic chipset or newer will be getting it. What this means is that iPhone XR and XS will be eligible, and all the other new iPhones. But everything older than that won't be getting it. And those who are curious for the new iOS 17 update can download it from the settings. But beware, you should always keep a backup of your phone, or else you can wait out a little longer for Apple to iron out all the problems. This is Danny D'Cruz for Business Today TV.
That's all from us on the show tonight. Thanks for watching.